È la tua ultima occasione. Se rinunci non ne avrai altre. Pillola azzurra, fine della storia. Domani ti sveglierai in camera tua e crederai a quello che vorrai. Pillola rossa, resti nel paese delle meraviglie e vedrai quanto è profonda la tana del bianconiglio. Ti sto offrendo solo la verità. Ricordalo. Niente di più. Seguimi.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no secret is revealed. That is why the Athenian lawmaker Solon decreed it a crime for any citizen to shrink from controversy. I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people, confident that with your help, man will be what he was born to be, free and independent.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
Поэтому действительно нужно по-настоящему, как бы это ни было сложно и трудно, заниматься созданием нового мирового порядка.
La forza vivificante della sua luce ti incoraggia ad impegnarti nell'edificazione di un nuovo ordine mondiale fondato su giusti rapporti etici ed economici.
Et je peux vous dire une troisième chose. On ira ensemble vers ce nouvel ordre mondial. Et personne, je dis bien, personne ne pourra s'y opposer. Car à travers le monde, les forces au service du changement sont considérablement plus fortes que les conservatismes e les immobilismes.
Europa per contribuire alla creazione di un nuovo ordine mondiale.
The fall of the Berlin Wall brought new hope.
Gaia. A new world order is born today, the 14th August 2054. Racial conflicts, ideological conflicts, religious conflicts, territorial conflicts belong to the past. Every man is a world citizen, subject to the same law. The Internet has driven the change, spreading communication, knowledge, and organization at the planetary level. The pyramids of Egypt, the Colosseum of Rome, the Church of the Holy Wisdom are demonstrations of power. The Roman Empire lasts for centuries because of its road network, the Cursus Publicus. Genghis Khan creates a network of horsemen to have real-time information from everywhere in his empire, the greatest of all times. and to be able to concentrate in a few days all its military force on a single point. Savonarola, a monk from Ferrara that anticipated Martin Luther and John Calvin, invents the open letters, printed in thousands of copies and distributed to the citizens of Florence. The French Revolution walks on the legs of the ideas of the Diderot and d'Alembert's Encyclopédie and of the Voltaire's Dictionnaire Philosophique. Benito Mussolini uses the radio to communicate with the people who gather together in all the squares of Italy. The movies of Leni Riefenstahl give a great popularity to Adolf Hitler. The first live transmission of the sessions of the House of Commons in the United Kingdom is broadcast by BBC Radio in 1975. At the beginning of the 21st century, the fate of the world is still determined by Masonic, religious and financial groups. 130 of the most influential personalities of the world, the Bilderberg Group, have a private meeting every year to discuss the future of the world economy. Before the net, communication, knowledge and organization belong to the power. With the net, they belong to all the people. 1998, Move On, a political site, launches a campaign in favor of Bill Clinton with 1 million emails sent to the Congress of the US. 1999, in Seattle, thousands of activists protest against WTO thanks to the internet. 2002, a coup d'etat in Venezuela fails. Chavez is back as president because of the information diffused on the internet and via SMS. 2004, Howard Dean, an unknown governor of Vermont, becomes a pretender to the White House. He creates a worldwide network of supporters with the internet platform Meetup and communicates with millions of persons through his blog, blogforamerica.com. In many states like China, Iran, Malaysia and Singapore, the net is under control. 2007, in Italy, V-Day is the biggest political event that has ever been brought together by using the internet. It's coordinated through the blog of the famous Italian comedian Beppe Grillo. 2 million people pour out onto the streets to demonstrate in favor of a clean-up in parliament. 2008, Obama wins the primary elections against Hillary Clinton. He collects more funds than any other candidate directly from the citizens using the net. Obama wins the US presidential elections. At the Web 2.0 summit in San Francisco, Al Gore declares that the problems of the world, like the global warming, can be solved only by the cooperative intelligence of the people on the internet. 2018. The world is divided into two main areas. The West, with direct democracy and free access to internet. China, Russia and the Middle East, with Orwellian dictatorship and controlled access to the internet. 2020. Beginning of the Third World War that lasts 20 years. Destruction of the symbols of the West. St. Peter's Square, Notre Dame de Reims, Sagrada Familia. Use of bacteriological weapons. Acceleration of climate change and rising of the seas of 12 meters. Starvation. End of the fossil fuel era. Reduction of the world population to 1 billion people. 2040. The West wins. Net democracies triumph. 2043. Grassroots movements emerge all over the world to manage local problems related to energy, food, environment, health. The planet is split into thousands of communities linked by the net. 2047. Everyone has his identity in a world social network created by Google called Earthlink. To be, you must be in Earthlink, or be not. No passport is required anymore. 2050. Brain Trust, a collective social intelligence, allows people to solve complex problems in a matter of days, sharing any kind of information and data online. 2051. A world referendum is held on the net to abolish the death penalty. 2054. First world elections on the net. A world government called Gaia is elected. Secret organizations are banned. Every human can become president and control the actions of the government through the net. In Gaia, parties, politics, ideologies, religions disappear. Man is the only owner of his destiny. Collective knowledge is the new politics.
When man first walked upon the moon, it defined a generation.
The Eagle has landed.
As this new millennium dawns, we face a greater challenge. Climate change threatens our very existence. What further disasters will convince world leaders that the existing technology and renewable energy offers the last remaining hope for a sustainable future? Hollow words and spineless resolution have failed. Now is the time for an energy revolution. Will we look into the eyes of our children and tell them that we had the opportunity but lacked the courage? Will we look into the eyes of our children and tell them that we had the technology but lacked the vision? Or will we look into the eyes of our children and tell them that we faced our challenge and that we fought for the energy revolution?
Non troveremo mai un fine per la nazione, né una nostra personale soddisfazione nel mero perseguimento del benessere economico, nell'ammassare senza fine beni terreni. Non possiamo misurare lo spirito nazionale sulla base dell'indice Dow Jones, né i successi del paese sulla base del prodotto interno lordo. Il PIL comprende anche l'inquinamento dell'aria e la pubblicità delle sigarette, e le ambulanze per sgombrare le nostre autostrade dalle carneficine dei fine settimana. Il PIL mette nel conto le serrature speciali per le nostre porte di casa e le prigioni per coloro che cercano di forzarle. Comprende programmi televisivi che valorizzano la violenza per vendere prodotti violenti ai nostri bambini. Cresce con la produzione di napalm, missili e testate nucleari. Si accresce con gli equipaggiamenti che la polizia usa per sedare le rivolte e non fa che aumentare quando sulle loro ceneri si ricostruiscono i bassifondi popolari. Il PIL non tiene conto della salute delle nostre famiglie, della qualità della loro educazione o della gioia dei loro momenti di svago. Non comprende la bellezza della nostra poesia, la solidità dei valori familiari o l'intelligenza del nostro dibattere. Il PIL non misura né la nostra arguzia né il nostro coraggio, né la nostra saggezza né la nostra conoscenza, né la nostra compassione né la devozione al nostro paese. Misura tutto, in breve, eccetto ciò che rende la vita veramente degna di essere vissuta. Può dirci tutto sull'America, ma non se possiamo essere orgogliosi di essere americani.